Hello, I'm going to read a story called An Odd Day from my book, New Math, published by Apathy Press. An odd day. I had just left Las Vegas. I'd driven there from Los Angeles. I'd always wondered about the place, so I decided to check it out. You hear so many different things about it. Vegas and the mob, Vegas and prostitution, Vegas and gambling. People losing everything, people becoming millionaires, much less frequently. Quick marriages, quick divorces. Supposedly it's the fastest growing city in the world. Maybe in 1,000 years it will be the center of the universe. Where else is it possible, theoretically at least, to go in the morning penniless, win $1 million by noon, meet one woman, fall in love, get married, meet a second woman, have an affair, get divorced from the first, lose all one's money that night gambling, and then leave, again penniless, the following morning. A sort of life in fast motion, lived out in 24 hours. When I pulled into town, something in the air just didn't agree with me. I felt like a lamb going to slaughter. I didn't feel savvy enough. I filled the gas tank of my rent-a-car and got on the highway to Arizona. I felt like anything could happen there, and honestly, I was terrified. It seemed normless. But in leaving, that same feeling accompanied me on the highway. The land was so flat and so monotonous that I couldn't tell if I was coming or going. How does one know what to do in such a situation? Not to mention that it was impossible to tell at what speed I was driving. I had to constantly refer to the speedometer. I recall at one point thinking I was going nowhere even near the speed limit. I looked down and saw I was going 95 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. I couldn't believe it. Truly, it is a normless kind of place. Perhaps that is its attraction. If it is, as an artist, I understand. Just as I had checked my speedometer and saw at what speed I was traveling, a huge white Cadillac passed me at such a rate, I felt as if I was standing still. Who knows at what speed he was going? 120 miles per hour, 130, faster? I wondered. Maybe he was a big winner hot off the gaming tables, rushing home with a suitcase of $100 bills, a beautiful woman at his side. Maybe he was a loser trying to escape the demons of ill luck, or worse, the strong-arm men pursuing him. Pretty soon the Cadillac passed from sight, and I was alone again on what seemed an endless highway. To pass the time, I turned on the radio. I've always liked the Beach Boys, just as I've always been amazed that they incarnate the image of carefree American youth, good times and wholesomeness. When I listen to the words of their songs, I can never help to notice a deeply troubled psychological component. The song that was playing, titled "Don't Worry, Baby," was no exception. Read the words sometime and you'll know what I mean. It's about a guy who brags himself into a dangerous drag race. The constant repetition of the word baby in the song alone seems like the cry of someone longing to return to his mother's comforting arms, to the safety of a carefree childhood, someone longing to escape a troubled world. After the song, the announcer came on, or should I say the announcers, for it was a team. They did the usual high-energy repartee. Normally, I would have turned it off, but it was just irritating enough to keep me awake. The day was very hot, around 90 degrees, and I don't like air conditioning, and besides, I only slept 5 hours the night before. It just so happened to be, I learned as the announcers bantered with each other, that very day, November 19th, 1999, was the last odd day that we would have on our calendars for over 1,000 years. They informed me and the rest of their public that because 0 counts as an even number, we would have to wait until January 1st, 3111 for another all-odd day. Until that date, all the days will have at least one even number in them. I found that to be a curious fact. After all, when you think about it, humans live their lives accompanied by numbers. Look at Vegas. It runs on numbers. Thus I was thinking when I came up over a small hill, and to my great surprise, I saw a traffic backup which appeared to be endless. The cars were creeping along, maybe going around 5 miles per hour. 20 minutes later, I discovered why. 2 bodies lying in the road, one right, one left, explained why the traffic slowed. Though covered in yellow plastic tarpaulins, the wrecked cars nearby allowed easy inference of their hidden conditions, massive internal and external trauma. And there was the white Cadillac. Originally, it had been at least 20 feet long. It was compressed into a 3-foot solid block. The other car was unrecognizable. The shocked woman wandering near the highway policeman provided a kind of testament as well. Her blank face and messy hair, one arm up in the air, the other held a little sideway. What was she describing? That it must have happened fast, I thought. Later, the report came over Mojave radio to caution motorists that until the coroner arrived, to expect delays up to an hour.